There are many stories I could tell, but there's one specifically that I will. It is a story of love and magic, and it took place many, many years ago. It is set in a wood in medieval England. Please give me a moment to recollect. I wish to give an accurate account. You see, things got all very confusing because of me and my impishness. Oh dear, how rude. I'm so very sorry. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Puck. It is a pleasure to meet all of you and to tell you this tale. I am jester to the King of the Fairies. Oberon is where our story begins. The King Oberon and the Fairy Queen Titania were having a quarrel. One of them wanted what the other one had, a changing boy that the Queen adopted. The King doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the Queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing felon wrath. Because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. A jealous Oberon would have the child knight his fairy train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the lovely boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or by spangled starlight sheen.
You're still trying to deny it. I can't believe.
Give me that boy and I'll go with thee.
Not for my fairy kingdom!
Fair Queen will not give him the boy, as there was no agreement to be made. Oberon sent me upon a quest.
Fetch me that flower, the herb I shrewdly want. The juice of it on sleeping eyes late will make man or woman madly dote upon the next living creature that is. Fetch me this herb and be thou here again.
Oberon wanted to get sweet revenge on Titania for denying him. Swiftly a plan was hatched that I'd complete to retrieve a flower filled with Cupid's love.
Once having this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eye.
I retrieved the flower from where it was. It rested upon the highest hilltop at the outermost reaches of the earth. This was a very tricky, tiring task. During this time, King Oberon had seen a disagreement between two people, their names, Demetrius and Helena. It would seem she loved him, but he not her.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not tell you in plain truth? I do not, nor I cannot love you.
I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon a hand I love so well.
There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in the flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throw her enamelled skin weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. I will streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies.
He instructed me to go through the grove and find the English gentleman with the lady that was so in love, but sadly her feelings were not returned.
Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he spies may be the lady.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so. Oberon, while I was carrying out this vital task that he had set for me, went to Titania while she slumbered, and lay love juice upon her sleeping eyes.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, or cat, bard, or bull with bristle hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy doom. Wake when some vile thing is near.
While Oberon was working his magic, I searched near and far for the couple, so I could fix poor Helena's torn heart. Yet I did not foresee my big mistake. Through the forest I have gone, but lovers found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force of sterling love. Night and silence. Who is here? Clothes are few and he doth wear. This is he my master said despised the young maid, and here the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul. She does not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Chill upon the eye I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. After I left, my mistake was revealed, as the herb was not intended for them, but for another couple in the woods. This new couple were not like the other. Hermia and Lysander were in love. Hermia was promised to another, Demetrius, and his love was for her, not for poor Helena, who had no one. And they fled to the woods to escape. As I had mistakenly put the juice on the wrong person, chaos would ensue.
Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath been blessed with attractive eyes. How come her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, mine are oftener washed than hers. No, I'm as ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore, no marvel though Demetrius do. As a monster, fly my presence thus.
Who is here? Lysander! On the ground. Dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
My mistake now begins to unfold. As Lysander has the love juice on him, he will now be in love with Helena.
Not Hermia, but Helena, my love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of a man is by its reason swayed, and the reason says, you are the worthier maid.
Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should another therefore be abused.
Helena believed that this was all some cruel joke, that Demetrius did not care for her, and Lysander was just reminding her. In another distant part of the woods there stood a small group of mechanicals, going over the play for the London's Duke, ready to perform on his wedding day. As they were sitting there rehearsing this play, I came to pass a loud group of players. To add to King Oberon's sweet revenge, I cultivated a cunning plan. A man named Bottom was part of the show. I manipulated and changed him, so now his head was that of a donkey's. As his friends were scared, they left him alone. As he roamed the woods, he sang to himself.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
As Titania had had the love juice placed upon her eyes while she was sleeping, she instantly fell into a deep love with the man who had the head of an ass. I flew with speed with my King Oberon.
But why you rebuke him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, for I use thee worse. For thou hast given me a cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes and blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun is not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe that as soon as the earth is bored and lapped the moon. What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou not give him me?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty for Lysander's blood, nor is he dead. There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, Therefore, for a while, I shall remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on true love's sight. Of thy misprision must profound ensue, and some true love turned, and not false turned true. About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helena look thou find. All fancy, sick as she and pale of cheer, with the sight of love that calls the fresh blood dear. By some illusion thou wilt bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against this when she do appear.
This mistake needed to be rectified. To do this, the king cast a magical spell on the weary, sleeping Demetrius. Scorned by Hermia and left by himself, I swiftly brought Helena close by him, so when he awoke, he too would love Helena the same way as Lysander. What a to-do this had all become. Two now in love with the other young maid, and poor Hermia is now loveless, and has not got a clue as to why. I do feel some guilt, some remorse for this, as it was me who caused this stress. Although, the mischief that came to unfold was pleasurable for my sight to behold. Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? How can these things in me seem scorn to you? Bearing the badge of faith to prove them true.
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I have no choice but when to her I swore.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe in show thy lips. Two kissing cherries, tempting grows.
It's obvious that poor Helena is confused by these men, as they both meant to love Hermia. Oh look! Here she comes now! More confusion will be added to this long, complex tale.
Lead these testy rivals so astray, so not one would come within another's way.
I led them away so they were apart, and waited patiently for them to sleep. Onto Lysander's eyes the love juice went. On the ground sleeping sound, I'll apply to your eye gentle lover's remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the contrary proverb known that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, and this man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well. I must now conclude a part of this tale involving Bottom and Titania. As Oberon now has the changeling boy, he reversed the spell on the two lovers. When the queen awoke, she loathed what she saw. She was in disbelief that she loved him, this man who had the head of a donkey. By magic once more, Bottom's human face I then restored before he even knew. Queen Titania and King Oberon were at peace with each other once again. And the four lovers were with their right match once again. If we shadows have offended, think but this and it will be mended. As you slumbered here while these visions did appear, this weak and idle theme no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have an earned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we'll make amends erelong. Else puck a liar call, so good night unto you all.
In this waking I will say, no more yielding than a dream. You do look well, for I am an honest rock. Is that the line, huh? If you pardon, we will mend.
Do I need to leave?
While she was sleeping, she instantly fell into it.
The English gentleman.
Starlight, she don't look at me when I say it.
Yeah, it's like a royal bitch.
Terrific.